Okay, I'm here and I'm getting ready to do a little workout, and then I'm going to get you information. Okay? Because it's been a while since I've been here. Well, no, I did some videos, but then I lost them by sending them to someone. I was sharing them, okay, and then they got cut off. Okay, so I want to come on tonight to kind of update you, about the videos. I can't see my feet. Okay. Oh, that was off. Okay. I just went out. I'll stop it here and then, because I thought it was off. And then I'm going to give you information. Whew, yes. I think it's off. Oh, my. Okay. So, all right, let me give you an update here on the videos, because the videos, I had made a lot of them for you, and I went to share them with my group. One of them, he kind of helps me look after the channel, okay? And so when I sent them over, it didn't give me an option whether to cut them short or to send them, and it wouldn't send them, long. So and so I ended up cutting them, but then what happened is I cut part of the video off, and then the originals, I don't know. I think they were the originals, but so I just deleted them because I didn't like the fact that they didn't have all the information on it. So I'm gonna have to regroup and come back and give you what I had been. Okay. Uh, so let me. And I want to say the channel. Okay, because I am having a hard time loading those videos up for the mere reason that I don't have internet here where I'm at because I have plans to move away or whatever. So I haven't really put it in yet. And I do desperately need it now, though, because I'm doing the videos. And I can't get them loaded fast enough, and it's just taking forever. So what I'm asking you to do, if you really want to catch the videos and look, you're not seeing them come through, just go to my channel, and then most of the videos are still there. Some of them will be there, and if you haven't watched it, just pick them up from there and watch them. And as soon as I can get connection or something, I'm gonna load them up. I'm gonna keep doing them, but then I won't have them loaded until I can get internet. So, okay, all right. So I just wanted to bring that to you. So, if you wanted to get the videos and they're not coming through, excuse me. That's what you do is go to my channel and get them. And excuse me. I think I just smoked the weed. Now it's got my throat dry. Okay, so I didn't smoke that much today. I didn't think I did. Okay, it makes it dry anyway if you smoke a lot or not. So, but don't. I shouldn't do it before I get for the camera. Yeah, because now it gets me all dry. What I'm saying, because here I am. Because I am aware that I, if I release the video, I'm in front of the whole world. Of course I am. Shit. Ooh, there it is. Okay, so here we go. Some of the things that I had brought to you on those videos, at least one of them, it had to do with separation and self-love. Let me invite my guides to come in here, because I need to channel up right and then channel back down, and it's not easy to do that. To go up into higher conscious thoughts and grab the information and then bring it back down, because when you get tuned in, excuse me, you can you actually can operate your life in a tune and movement, sound, sound and movement, and when you tune in, you with your thoughts can play tunes with it. Okay, it depends on where it's going to and how it's being received. Okay, in and out. Okay, and when you, it's like the piano, and when you yes, my guy told me to say that. Okay, so and when you get tuned in, you can play your thoughts, your emotions, all of it go together. Okay, everything, the spirit, the emotions, the physical, and the mental, and the spirit. Okay, right, all those bodies. And when you are tuned into conscious and your higher consciousness, you can play the piano with your thoughts and your all of those in synchronicity with themselves. Yeah, and it is most beautiful way of living. Yes, living and being alive, and yes, being alive. It is awfully wonderful in every way you can express it, because you have been brought back into your me, and then you and the whole is 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 whole again. Okay, um, that is great. It's very, very satisfying. However, the more whole you are, the less you want to have others um, to um, pull that away from you, or to be a part of that, except that they are whole with you. Okay, so what I'm saying is that if you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or even a husband or a wife, or whatever you want to say, as to put, what your way of conscious thinking is at, that you are just two together, okay? Which, really you're not. You're four, because you each got two. So when you are with someone and that energy is not distributed equally, you are not in the right frequency for your way of life that you're in in that you're in sync with the planet, or with everything. Okay, with the whole. You're not in sync with the whole, because you have given away what you do not have is source energy. And so what you have been doing is giving this way, but you not have been bringing in this way, and satisfying. So even if you're not satisfying the one that you're putting it in, wherever you're putting it at, it does not matter. Okay, you could be putting it in front of the TV. It's the same thing. Wherever you're putting that energy in, that's what you're going to get back. And if it's going out more than it's coming in, where's your satisfaction at? Where are you satisfied with a whole? With the whole, and not where you're in part, not yes, where you have no wants, and all your needs is put before you. And due to the fact that you are aware that your needs are being put in front of you, and nothing has to be bogged down in worry and fear and fret, that is not going to be what you're looking for, what you need, but it's going to be there no matter if it gets down to the last bread, bread piece. That you will have that bread that you need, if you need it. Okay, that is how you get hold, and that is how you come back with your energy and putting it back within you, because at this time you have no other except the source of your own source energy, which is always connected to the whole, whether you know it or not. You just have to recognize it, pay attention to it, know that it's there, you see. And you go back into your wholeness, and you will not be wanting something outside of you to fulfill you, see, because you are fulfilling yourself when you bring that back to you, the whole, me, Remember the me? Yes. Okay. And remember, I can't stay before these electronics very long. It makes my voice too, They do. Not only that, I am speaking before the world. And it is very new to me to come in here and be able to put myself, as I say, before you, and yet not be not me, but be me, and that you have the me of Source complete, all of this, all, where it's nothing left pretend, or nothing in pretend, And that is not easy when you have never had to come before that in that way. Besides, the body has still the lower vibrations that it runs through it. I am learning how to raise the vibrations up and put the body more closer to the consciousness of the me, and bringing it more into the one, then back into the whole. So will I be working with the body as I will work with the mind and the spirit as well as every, And there's so much to that, as to wanting to know who you are, and finding how to identify yourself, your me, how you identify you, who you are. Because you're not the name, remember? And as long as you keep putting yourself in that name, you will always identify yourself outside of you. And before, when we was in the low, bogged down, low energies, and things happen to us, and not me, but you, on one timeline, but not on this one for me. But at times when you had help me, when you had got unsatisfied, with life or things, despair can take you way down. It could take you out of here because you can't find your way back. And it's exactly how it works in the opposite of direction. You can go all the way back and to the hole, and you can go so far into your me and into the wholeness of the me, all the whole thing, everything is collectively, and you get back into that. You can go on out of here, because you just simply dissipate from the reality of the low thinking thoughts. Yes. And same with despair. You have picked up more of them than you need, and you relive them over and over and over and over and over, and that puts you in the despairness of yourself. That's come from not being satisfied of who you are, and not even knowing who you are. You can't be satisfied because you're busy wanting to love something that you do not have. You don't have love. You have ego. Yeah. But love is not ego. Love. The true essence, and the word love, I don't like using it because that is not the way it's supposed to be spelled. Okay? So, I am looking for a way, not just a way, the real truth way of what is love and how it comes forth in a language. For now, I believe I have it. I just want to wait and sip on it a little longer and look at it more. I have times of not being able to do my research while I'm in here because, as you see, I got dark glasses on. And that's not easy to do that with all this. So I'm working on healing my eyes. I have a project going on. What does it say? Project in process, yeah, or something. Project in process, yeah. So I'm being processed to coming out of all the ones that the twos and the threes and the fours and the fives and the sixes and the sevens and all of the ones that it has not served me, I, self. And then finally come back to the whole, to the me. That's a travel. And you got to be attentive. Otherwise you won't find your way out. So I mean, I have to say, when you was the church time, all the one time you go, every time you go 1 day out of a week or 2 days out of a week, maybe sometimes 5, 6 days out of a week, 7 days, I don't know. How come you're not, hold? How you going to get there? Because you think that's how you go, but the way you go in, the church, the prayers, and all the things that you put there, That's not the way you get there, honey. You must come back to your own me, yourself. Your energy must return, and the way that it goes out. You send it to Yahweh, and you're giving it to Jesus Christ, as you call it. They don't have to return. Why? You're separate. Yeah. Yes, yeah. When you send it out, that's what you're doing. How are you going to give it to them and not give it to you, yourself? You know what I mean? Yeah. You separate because you have been molded and branded in all sorts of ways to feel in the way of life where you are not in whole, in one. Yeah, in one. Because you only get to go back to the one before you get to the whole, to the zero, okay? You have to go 0, 0, 0 yourself many times and go zero down. You're zeroing out right now, okay? You have been for some time. As to this time now, it's the last time. So you have, in order to make the transition. And then this is the time that we won. All other times, not we, but the other times, each and every one that come in, on those timelines, I was in that. Yeah, I was part of that, of course. But in this timeline, I am here from the future, back into my past. So my time here has already been. And so I'm here now to bring something to a stop that has been set in place for the future, that it does not come to pass. Yes. So that means I didn't have to take on the incarnation this time. I just walked in. But I still got a journey. I must still take my experiences. Yes. What I came in it for. And they have not been easy. Shoot, I'm like, what? Oh, my heaven. Hallelujah, me. Oh, I tell you, I'm like, oh, my. Yeah, and I've been in this room all the way from August of last year. You think I'm not kind of? I need to get grounded. I ground myself the best I can while I'm in here, but it's not the same. I need to get to the nature. So, back to you and your separation. And you have been taught to be separated. I mean, listen. Let's go in your Bible. When Moses was it Moses? Yes. When he was sent to the Pharaoh that he's taking the people and go, what did the Pharaoh say? He said, leave the children. Leave your parents. He was on the way to separating there. Separation has begun in the beginning. It's always been separation going on. Always. But so what happens is in each timeline, each dimension, each way of bringing life forth on the createdness, they have had to take and put the separation out of the way. So they would be in hold. And there would only be just that hold. But in Lord Shiva and Brahma and Vishnu, this one, because Lord Shiva is the one, and then but from the Shiva, what is the atom, what do you want to call it, the Shiv, which was the gas, the space of itself, whatever. Where all the heat is at. Which is the thought of it, the thought that we are of itself. And then out of that Shiv comes Shiva. And then in the Lord Ram, she comes forth inside of the male, the Shiva and the male together, because Lord Shiva is male. So in the one, the two is in that one, and then they Lord Shiva, which is Lord Shiva itself, Lord Shiva, which is me, because it's the ego, so it operated in the life of the phallus way of bringing itself forth and those masculine energies. And what happens is once you start to put in separating way of being and departing from yourself or splitting yourself or parting yourself away from yourself, you know what I'm saying? And putting the energy into that way and not putting any into the way of this way, because you got two sides of that coin. It's a whole, but it operates with two inside of itself. Okay, we don't say two because it's so much into it. But if you just use the black and white, which is the same, they're not any change. They are the same. Dark and light is. it's what its energy of it that where it's at. It's like in the dark, it's more heavy. Okay, and the energy is really dense, and the light is light, and it's really feathery, windy, airy. Okay, and so if you begin to put the energy of you sending out and more into the dense thoughts or the energy of ego, which is just your dark me, you'll have that operate more and more and more and more and more and more. And so, and that time back in the back, where Lord Shiva, the energy was brought forth as it was put in more and more, and as it changed itself into that energy times, lines, and different things, and then operated in that masculine energy of the ego part of itself. Then that's what it's what you're going to receive. You see, as the more you go dark, 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 the more you become dark. You see, okay, yeah. And then as you dark, 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 and as you go in and then out, out and then in, out and then in. I think out first, you in, then you out, then you back in, out, in. Okay. You are discovering yourself from the light, from the darkness into your light. That's how you discover it, by going in and out. The difference is that there was a time when they put it in the soul trap, and you went in and out, and you couldn't remember what you did wrong the other time you went in, and then you would keep repeating yourself. So that's what happened in this cycle of life, why you don't remember, okay? Because they put a soul trap, and then they wrap your memory, and then you couldn't remember what you had did on the other time that you came in. And when you went out, memory got wiped, you came back in, you didn't remember the last life, And so it's been going on like that for a while, okay? And that, through all of that, you still was reliving all the other timelines that you did before without knowing that you had did those timelines and did things in them. So if you've been separated and been not remembering that you lived a life of separation, how are you going to correct your separation, you see? And then you have not been giving your life to yourself and using your energy to give you fulfillment of your own life, for your own soul, your own source energy, and make sure that you are whole within you, and then you go give it to others after you become whole. Okay, zero, whole. That's separation. I'm going to take a pause here, and then when I come back, we'll talk more about self-love, along with more into the separation too, okay? Okay, because I gave you a lot, and I hope you can receive it, because what I gave you was a lot, and it's not easy for me to bring it and put it there for you, because I have to put it in your words, your language. I got to make sure you can receive it, So it's like taking the parent chewing for the children of the bird. Okay, thanks for coming along with me today, and I hope you enjoyed everything that I had to say and the workout too. So remember, they want you to, I want you to do it, but in order for the videos to move around, you share, I know you share too, but you describe, you hit the bell, you do the thumbs up, like, or whatever, and then the videos move, I suppose. All right, have a wonderful evening.